All right, so you need a shot of excitement, right? Well, the Pro Rough Stock Series brings the country's most adrenaline-filled Western sport to the area. It's coming tomorrow night.
That's right. 7 top riders are here, fresh off an appearance at the world's largest single-day rodeo in Dallas.
This guy right here, he knows what it takes to be the best in the sport. Kelly Timmerman, a 3-time bareback riding world champion.
We said 2 before the break. That is not right.
Yeah, Kevin always shortened it.
Yeah, his guy says 2.
That's awesome.
What should we know about Pro Rough Stock Series? What is this?
I mean, it's the biggest thing in adrenaline sports for rodeo. We've got the bareback riding, the bronc riding, and the bull riding.
Okay, what are the differences? Give us a 101.
Okay, the bull riding is by far the most dangerous because literally they're going to buck you off and run you over. That's their job. That's what they want to do.
And they weigh a ton.
Oh yeah, and then some.
Yeah,
I mean, they're huge, mean, and you know. Then the next one would be the classic sport, which is saddle bronc riding. That's where they actually have the saddle, the halter on the horse, and the rein. And you know, that was the first event in rodeo ever established to see, you know, what cowboy could ride the horse that couldn't be rode. The next one off of that is the bareback riding. That's the most extreme event in rodeo. It's the most physically demanding.
And it's
where
also
you
on a horse.
Yes.
Bareback.
Yes.
Why is that your sport? Why is that that's your lane?
Well, I think everybody has their additive that they like to perform in. For me, I like aggressive, rough sports. This is the bareback riding right here.
Yeah.
But there's still, I mean, there's a harness. Is it a harness?
It's not a saddle.
It's a handle.
Yeah. It's not a saddle.
Yeah, and that's
like
the neat thing about the horse events versus the bull riding.
Holy
now, Kelly,
cow.
explain to me.
That's not you,
how
is
in
it,
the world
Kel?
do you, how do you
I ride a little
physically
better.
hold on? How do you,
He said, no, I ride better.
little smack. How do you hold on physically, and what goes into training so that you can?
There's a lot. That's all of us guys are professional athletes, so the training is like what you would see with UFC fighters, same type of anaerobic activity.
I saw a picture of you online where you had your arm taped before you were getting ready to go, and you were taping from your wrist all the way up into your shoulder and onto your chest and everything else.
Absolutely.
Is that an injury, or is that
no?
part
It's
of prep?
preventative. That's I mean, you're getting on a 1,200 pound to 1,500 pound animal, and he's trying to basically yank that rig and handle away from you. You need to be able to tape for safety just in case that something happens, hyperextension or things like that. But the neat thing about the horse events versus the bull riding, you don't have to perform in the bull riding other than just hang on for 8 seconds. In the horse events, you actually have to spur. You have to be an acrobat basically on the back of that animal as he's bucking across the arena. So the level of, I shouldn't say that it's harder to ride a horse than it is a bull, but you have to be a lot more of an athlete to be up there and perform and make that, you know, you're trying to get that 100 points, the perfect spur ride. So you really have to delegate your position, your balance, your athleticism, and it makes it extreme. It's fun to watch, and those horses are massive compared to what you'd see a normal horse. So when people show up, and you know, a lot of times you go to an event, they say, "Oh, poor horses, poor animals," and they come to our event, and they're going, "Poor cowboys," you know?
Right, because these are big horses.
Yeah.
Hey, you retired at one point.
I did.
But then you came back. Why?
I wanted to ride during the American. It was the richest one-day rodeo in the world. They paid out $2.1 million per event.
Wow.
And that was, you know, a new transition for rodeo. And the PRS, we house all the qualifying divisions for the bareback and the bronc riding. So we had a lot of guys that were in that were affiliated with this, and I wanted to be a part of that, you know, and it's always neat to be something new and trendful and exciting, but the amount of money that was involved there, I mean, really pulled me out
Money
of
talks, right?
And we've got a guy that actually won the $1 million Richmond champion. He'll be here on Saturday to ride for us, and another one in a bronc rider, Wade Sundell, one of the craziest, most wildest cowboys you've ever seen from Iowa. He'll be here. So
He's
yeah,
not even from Wyoming.
no, he's from Iowa, and that's you know, but he's awesome. Those guys are fantastic, you know.
How about you? How did you
Great to
get
be here.
started riding?
My dad rodeoed for years, and I grew up with that always in the background. I actually played football and wrestled at a very high level. That
What
was
level
my
are we
thing.
talking? What school?
College. Yeah,
What
you know,
school were you
and
at?
in Wyoming.
Okay.
You know, and that was fun, but I always wanted to get into rodeo. And when I was a kid growing up, they would not let me do it. They said absolutely not. And it was back then. It wasn't the big business that it is today. And there was a lot of the old out of the cowboys went out and partied and drank, and that's all it was about. It's not like that anymore. You know, these guys are professional athletes. They're very serious in what they do, and they work hard. And for me, I worked my butt off to be where I was. My parents didn't, you know, give me anything growing up. I didn't have any money or anything to pursue rodeo. I did it all on my own, and I loved every bit of it because of that, because I worked so hard for it.
Yeah,
you know?
You're still going at it.
Yeah, I
So
love it, man.
With the PRS, what do fans see when they come
Well,
this weekend?
a lot of, I mean, you're going to see the best rodeo animal athletes in the world matched up with the best athletes, you know. And on top of that, you get to come and meet the guys, get autographs, hang out with them, and you can't do that at any other sporting event.
I mean, you know,
Very. We got a funny guy.
To be able to bring your
We got
kids.
the best sound system you'll ever see, best music man you'll ever see in rodeo. It's like a rock and roll show on dirt. We got fireworks, we got electronics. I mean, we've got the whole show.
You talked me into it. You talked me into it.
It's fun, man.
Right,
It's
I
fun.
have to cancel some plans now to
Yes.
go to the rodeo.
Yes.
Come and see ya. It's Thunder on the Plains tomorrow, 7:30 at the Mid-America Center. Tickets start at just $17. You can learn more online at proroughstock.com.
And sometimes when they bring these type of events to an area, they get the media involved. They'll say, "Oh, let's you know, let's put this media member in the car. Let's put him on the plane or something."
Let's put Mike
We didn't
on
do
one
that.
of those broncs.
Yeah, we didn't do that, and I'm glad we didn't.
We could put you in the barrel.
In
during
the barrel.
bull riding.
I like where you're going with this,
Yeah.
Kelly.
Especially.
And don't
and
tell
she
him.
she can be a cheerleader.
Don't tell him what's
We'll give her
coming and when.
pom-poms. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Kelly.
We'll use the pretty girl out there to make us look
Put
good.
Mike in the barrel, guys. Put Mike in the barrel. We've been giving away tickets to Pro Rough Stock Thunder on the Plains each day this week, but today's the last day.
Yeah, to register, head to OmahaMorningBlend.com and click on contests and giveaways. Sign up by 10 a.m., a little more than a half hour from now. One winner will be selected at random then. If you are the winner, you'll need to pick up those tickets here at the station by 4:30 today. Look for official rules online.
George Lopez's first sitcom ran for 5 years on network TV.
His new show, St. George, is on cable, so expect the envelope to be pushed a little bit more. We'll chat with George about it next.